Okay, so this is Tuesday, January 26th, and it's our Team Touchbase Tuesday. And Jessica has joined me here today, so thank you for joining me. I did want to just quickly address a couple of things just because it's almost the end of the month. That's hard to believe. Like the first month of the year is almost gone already, and that blows me away. So yeah, it's going really fast. So there's been so many big things this month with the company, and that's incredible. The air fryer, quick cooker, blender. Tonight I did a live and I called the air fryer the blender. I started to say deluxe air fryer, and instead I said deluxe cooking blender. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. So anyway, but that sale has been incredible. For me, that has been a really good booking tool because when somebody says they want it, I mean, I could just let them buy it outright, which would be nice. But I always offer, you can get it half off the 25% off price if you get $200 in orders. And every single person that's done that has gotten way more than 200. And the one girl said to me right from the beginning, she said, I really want that air fryer, but she said, I am, at least if I get 200, I'll be happy because I'll get it for half price. Well, she got 700, so she got double free. So, it was a lot more than, than just getting the air fryer. So that's how most of them have been this month. So that's nice. So that is, and I tell people now, even now, like I had somebody today contact me and say, I want to buy, I've seen your post about the air fryer and I'd like to buy it. And I said, great. She said, it's 200. I said, yeah, it's 209 with the sale price, 209.25 or something. But I said, if you would like to get it and get it for half that, all you need to do is gather 200. Now, that sort of delayed the process because now she's got to decide if she wants to do that. And there's a limited time, a picture here, But anyway, so that's a big deal this month. The other big deal is our 2021 to start the business. And my internet's being funky. So anyway, 2021 to start the business. And in today's stir, there was a little video done by some leaders about how to present that yet in the last days of the month that I thought was really good. I just, it's like 10 minutes. So that's a really good thing to look at. We all have people that have shown a little bit of interest in the past maybe, and now is definitely a good time. We are doing the director group that I'm in. We are doing a coffee chat every Saturday for anyone who is even considering the business. If they just want to get on and chat with us, we do a little presentation, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then answer any questions they have. So if you have somebody like that, any of you, this Saturday is the last Saturday of the month. So that will be going on at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we're also doing new consultant training every Monday. So even if you're not a brand new consultant, if that's something you would like to get in on, if you have some questions, you can contact me directly or whoever recruited you, but we also do that as well. And then Thursday night is Booking Blitz night. And that is at 7 o'clock Eastern time, I have to remember. And that's always good because it's just like 10 minutes of a little bit of info, a little bit of challenge as to what to do, and then 30 minutes where you can reach out to people and we get back on and find out who has done what, and any questions that people have. We also leave it open so that while the calling time is or the contact time is, somebody's always on there to, like if you get a response from somebody you don't know what to do with, one of us is always on there answering those questions as well. So Jessica, you were saying that I asked you if you had anything in particular you wanted to talk about tonight or anything, and you can go ahead and share what you were saying if you want.
Yeah, so I said that like I'm starting off the year a little bumpy, and like I want this to be a positive space because we can pick each other up.
Yeah.
But I had a February party and they canceled on me. And so like now I'm left with no February parties, but you just discussed booking blitz. So I was just thinking in my head, like I have a 5:15 appointment. So I think I can make it in time for the 7:00
7 o'clock. Okay.
booking blitz.
I would,
So I
that'd be
think the
great.
booking blitz will help
You what?
a lot.
Yeah.
I think the booking blitz will help a lot.
Yeah. It's a good
We're trying to
motivator.
figure. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think too, I'm just looking here at some of my notes from previous ones and trying to find, I don't know, did you watch the video that I posted earlier this month? I think it was Kristen Waranga. She's a national executive director. She gave a really good idea. And this is the kind of thing that we do. We give these kinds of ideas in the booking blitz too, but I'm just trying to find them. Her idea, and I actually did this, on Facebook, if you're on your computer and you go into events, like or your calendar or whatever, there's always one that says birthdays. You know how you get those notifications every day about all these people that are having their birthdays and you feel guilty because you should be saying happy birthday to everybody under the sun. And I do really pick out my customers and say happy birthday to them. And I have certain graphics that say, you know, from your Pampered Chef director or Pampered Chef consultant or whatever, for those people too. But I did something different that Karen or Kristen suggested. And you go down that list and you make up your own little, you know, message, whatever, and copy and paste it to them. But you say, happy birthday month. I'm excited for you, you know, your birthday this month or whatever. And I love to pamper people with birthdays. And I'd love to do a Pampered Chef, something to that effect. I have to find the words because I can't think of them right now. But the idea is that you feature them because it's their birthday and say you'd love to pamper them. Okay, here's what it says. I just want to share, okay, happy birthday month. I just want to share that I love throwing birthday virtual Pampered Chef parties for folks. You can make a birthday wish list, invite your friends to the party, comment on the posts, and get free products for your kitchen. My next available opening is the week of, and you say that, could I save that date for you? And that to me was a really good one. And I love the idea that she says, my next available opening is, because if we don't, you know, it used to be when I was asking people for in-home parties, you know, I'd say, I have this date and that date. But now I just say, you know, my next available date. You can move that whole thing. Because, you know, virtual parties, we can start them tomorrow. You know, if they book it today, we can start it tomorrow. I mean, it's really not, you know, we have the posts, we have things ready, we can do that. But I liked her idea of the birthday one and the under. Yeah. And the other thing that she said was, or that she didn't say, but something that I kind of came up with, because you know how people do fundraisers for their birthday, like Facebook. So I saw one of my friends, she has a couple dogs and she's really into her dogs, and she was doing a fundraiser for her birthday for the pet pantry. And so I reached out to her and said, hey, I would love to jump on that. I said, why not do a Pampered Chef fundraiser for the pet pantry? And she was like, oh, you'll have to talk to the director and see what she said, which was fine. She gave me the director's name. I reached out to her. And so it didn't happen right. She said, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll get back to you. She didn't get back to me. So a week later, I reached out to her again. And she said, oh, I have so much on my plate. And I said, I waited a little while and I tried to figure out my words to say, and reached out to her again and I said, I just want you to know that with a Pampered Chef fundraiser party, you only have about 10 to 15% of the work. I do the rest. And then I explained a little bit about posting on Facebook, giving her information to send out to her constituents. You know, I would write something up, you know, because I'm sure she has an email list of people or whatever. And she said, well, what would be my role? And I told her, I said, you know, really just getting the word out to the people, and I can do the rest. I can, and if I said, if it's okay with you, I'll just post on your Pet Pantry Facebook page and so on. Anyway, so she was like, oh, that sounds really good. We'll get, you know, so I'm saying that all to say was that all started with birthdays and offering a birthday party. And then I saw about this fundraiser and it just ballooned into that. So that's one idea that we might, you know, that'd be the kind of thing that we would give at the Booking Blitz. And I do it too, you know, I get on there too when it's not my turn to share. I get on there and I do my thing too. I make contacts, make calls, because really one of the things that I find is that people respond to us because we're visible to them. Like, you know, I'm posting every couple times a week on the on my page, on my business page and my personal page about the air fryer and the blender and I did it on my stories today. And had I not done that, the person today wouldn't have reached out to me because she said, I saw your post about the air fryer. So the more visible we are, the more people take our business seriously and think, oh, Pampered Chef, that's the person I want to contact. I'm doing a bridal shower right now. The host, the mother of the bride contacted me and her name was familiar to me, but I didn't know her and she's not on my list. And unfortunately, the consultant that she normally works with had a stroke and is not really doing her business right now. So she reached out to me. But you know, I'm visible enough on Facebook and so on that I think that was partially why she knew who I was. I don't really know her, but anyway, I always have hesitated to post too much, but I'm finding that people are looking, people are watching, and they're like, oh, I always laugh when people say, are you still doing Pampered Chef? I'm like, yeah, what rock have you been under? But you know, yes, I am. 18 years later, I'm still doing it. So, but yeah, I would encourage you to get on the Booking Blitz. It can really be a motivator for each other. And, you know, we're offering it every week. Doesn't mean you have to be on there every week, but if it helps, you know, to give a little oomph, you know, that's a good thing. I know Lisa Savitz was on the other week and she was on last week again, and she's had a great month. She's had like 3 parties over $1,000, and with the double free this month, it's very easy to get people motivated to that, you know. Oh, you know, it's like, wow, you're at 400. We only need 250 more to get to that, you know, and then you get past the 650 and they're like, oh, maybe I can go further. And yeah, the bridal shower started yesterday and it's almost $1,000 already. But it's a bridal shower, so they're all buying for the bride, and she made a wonderful wish list. I mean, it was big, you know, so that was helpful too. But anyway, so what is your biggest struggle with booking parties? What do you feel your biggest struggle is?
I feel like I've heard it all at this point. Like, I wanted stoneware, or like I want stoneware, so that's been like a thing. Which I know like I could technically like have a party, or they're out of too many products because they went through the woes of last year.
Yeah, and
like, it's just been
it's not that way anymore. You know, that's the thing.
I know.
And
And I just been struggle.
and I think that's hard if we hear too much of that because it brings us down. And now it's rare that I find a product somebody other than stoneware and
Right.
non-stoneware. Other than that, it's really been minimal people that aren't, you know, that aren't finding what they want. They'll, you know, minimal people saying they're out of stock or whatever.
Yeah. And I will say, I think this year is going to be easier just because I put in the work last year.
Mhm.
So those hosts will want their 10% again. And so
Yeah.
they're going to rebook like that same month again the year. So like I took the time yesterday and went in just like super OCD. So I just wanted to see what months like I know that I need hosts for so I can like plan out my year a little more. And so, yeah.
Well,
I
and
think
you've also got all those customers from those parties, and
Yeah.
those are potential hosts, every single one of them, you know,
Right.
like, you know, it was a year ago that you were at so and so's party, and you know, I
Right.
just wanted to reach out to you and all that. And I think honestly, I think the stoneware is going to be back very soon.
I think so too.
I think February is going to be hosts only, and March it'll be back. That's my prediction. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't have any.
I really want to have somebody have a Valentine's Day party. Like, I think that'd be a lot of fun. I just
Yeah,
gotta find hosts.
yeah. And it's themes are always fun. Like you can do, like January I did healthy. Most of my parties were healthy me or healthy new me or something. Yeah, having some kind of February used to always be wine, cheese, and chocolate. I would always
Yeah.
opt for that. And you could still do that virtually, you know, and you could have a happy hour, you know, one night of your virtual and say, everybody join me with their favorite beverage at such and such a time, and you know, and get people on. So there's lots of fun things to do that way. Even
Yeah.
even just chocolate, you know, like that's very popular. And I've seen a bunch of people making graphics for Valentine's Day. So yeah, it's coming soon.
Mhm.
I mean, seriously. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I haven't even done anything about that. But yeah, there's, you know, I think a lot of times we need to get ourselves excited, or, you know, we come across as not excited and therefore they're not excited, even if they're not hearing our voice. It's just, you know,
Right.
it just perpetuates itself to people. And you know, anything can be exciting.
Yeah.
I had people wanting cookware, you know, and one person wanted the 12-inch family skillet, you know, which is a non-stick product, and it's not available. And I talked to
Yeah.
several people, it's happened to me. I've talked to them about the stainless non-stick, and they've all bought it and loved it, you know, so it wasn't a huge deterrent, you know, because they were able to get it,
Right.
you know. And then, you know, they're seeing the February host bonus with the Dutch oven, cast iron Dutch oven. And I don't know where oh, right here. The new cast iron.
Yes.
So on the February host thing, it has both, I believe.
Mhm. Yep.
And so this is the new, it's
Yep.
pretty. I like the gray because it goes more with my kitchen, but it's pretty, you know.
It almost looks darker on the screen.
You what?
That almost looks darker on the screen because like the set kind of reminds me of like the pastel Easter egg
Yeah,
colored blue.
it's kind of more of a, I don't know, it's not really a robin's egg blue. It's a blue with a gray.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, so sometimes it just takes a creative little deterrent to get them onto, you know, just take a detour to another product. Can't do that with stoneware, but it will be back. And I keep telling people it's coming back. It's going to be back soon. And I explained to them that they had to get a kiln from England, and the kiln is the size of a building. I don't know how big, but size of a building, and it's built. It's been built, and they've started production. So I try and share, and I share the fact that they couldn't keep up because our sales were so amazing, which they were. I mean, that's not a lie, that's the truth. So I try to put that spin on it, that, you know, they're coming and they don't want to do, people will say, well, can't I just order it? No, because we're not doing back orders. Our plan is to get them out there so that everybody gets them in a timely fashion. And people are getting their products really fast now. I mean, like, super fast, which is awesome. You know, you're in a party and people will say, I already got my stuff, you know, and that's very encouraging. People love that fact too. So, you know, it does take, sometimes it takes us shifting our mindset too, from how things were for 7 months to where they are now. And they're so much better. Yesterday I had somebody want the clear collar for the food chopper, you know, and it's out of stock. I didn't know that till I went in, and she said, I can't find it. And I went in and I was like, oh yeah, because it's out of stock. But I found something really fun, and I don't know if I can show it to you here or if I have to do shared screen. Maybe I'll do, I don't know what's on my screen right now. So I'll do shared screen. And okay. All right, I need to get rid of this. I'm going to go into Consultants Corner, and I'm going to look up Pizza Stone. Okay. And see how fast my internet is. Uh-oh, it says. Oh, brother. Okay. Probably because I wasn't logged in recently. Okay, let's try it. Because I was trying, you know, I keep a notebook of the people. It's still not doing it. Of the people that want certain products. So when they come back, I had a lady who wanted the party pan set, which is the numbers and letters pan and the decorator set. And I'm just going to put clear color in here. And it came back. And so I was able to reach out to her, and I don't know why it's doing this. So forget this. But anyway, so what I did was I put in an item, and I put in, I'm going to stop sharing. I put in an item in the search, and when it comes up, you can choose whether you want it to show discontinued products or not. There's a little toggle there. So I chose that, and I scrolled down to the Pizza Stone or the bar pan or whatever it was somebody wanted. And it says on there, if you want to be notified if it, when it comes available. So I clicked on that. Now I haven't seen it happen yet because this is the first I started doing it. And I put their name in as the name and my email in as the email. So that when I will get emails telling me, hey, Jody, you know, it's available. And then I can say, oh, I need to contact that person because they want that item. But the email is going to come to me. So I tried it. I'm hoping it works, but yeah, I haven't had anything that was that, you know, it's mostly been stoneware. Bar pans and pizza pans are what people are wanting. But, you know, I ask them every time, do you want to be notified when the product becomes available? And they usually say yes. And the clear collar, I'm really hoping it comes in this week yet, that it's back in stock, because that party's still open till the end of the week. So, but you know, that's the other thing you can do. You can extend parties as long as you submit them before the 7th of the next month. But the stoneware will be back. I am hopeful and confident it will be back soon, and hosts can get it next month. So that's a good sign. So if you have, my suggestion to Jessica would be that is if you have people that are looking for stoneware, certain pieces, I would contact them to do a February party because the host bonus does include stoneware. So that might be a possibility as well. So any other thoughts or questions or comments?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, no, I disappeared.
That's okay. Well, I'll look forward to seeing you on the Booking Blitz on Thursday night then.
Yes.
And I believe you have a question for tomorrow, Wondering Wednesday?
Yep, it is in my calendar.
Okay, so we'll watch for the question that you have and hopefully someone will have the answer.
Yes.
So, all right, I'm going to stop the recording. Thanks everybody for watching this. And please comment if you have any thoughts or questions.